Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Looks like we're live. Evening, everybody. Merry Christmas still. Happy New Year coming up. Welcome. I think I've got all the bugs worked out from last time and from 2 weeks ago, and I believe that I'm actually going to have the game working properly this time with fewer bugs and things. I think I've tried it now 3 different times, so we'll have to see. Hopefully, it should be all set. So without much more, let's get into it. Let's wrap up this giant Battle of Ostagar, if you recall. Which again, like I've said, is I think a pretty great way to end a year like 2020. We will see how this goes. Then, moving on from there, we should have time for some other things after that, possibly even the next actual story quest thing. We'll see. We'll have to see. See how long this takes. I actually don't. I'm still working it out, trying to figure out a time scale of how long it actually takes to do stuff in Origins. I've got this idea in my head that this is a very, very long game, mostly due to the sort of side content and all that. Funny little thing, in fact, how
They're everywhere.
Oh, okay,
They've taken the tower.
We're in.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower
This is
has been
familiar.
taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Okay, so far so good. Let's give everyone frost weapons. We're at it. All right, let's see. Anyway, one thing I did learn at some point here. Oh man. Okay. One thing I did learn at some point was that this game, Origins, just Origins, is almost exactly the same length in hours, hours played versus time watched, as Psych, the TV series.
All right. That you're wearing, it really suits you.
Can you do that? Nope, you can't. Okay, let's try.
Die! A bit more die, please. And I'm off. You asked for it.
Alright. Let's go loot everything while we're here. Is game audio kind of loud to you? Or is it just me? Let me turn it down. Music is a little overpowered. Especially in combat. There we go. Alright, otherwise, so far so good. So, as a reminder, what we were... So, anyway, I discovered, because I started playing this game the second time through, quite a while ago. Not that long ago. When I was watching through Psych. On, I don't know, Amazon or something. I forget where I was watching it. And I wound up finishing the ending sequence of the main game. That is Origins, not Awakening, so not including the DLC campaigns and stuff. But I finished it as the show finale was playing, and I had only ever played while also watching the show. I had only ever watched the show while also playing the game, which was just one of those weird coincidence type things, you know.
Back! I did it! I killed one! And I'm off. Take that!
So as a plot reminder, what we were just doing, we were in the middle of the Battle of Ostagar, this place being Ostagar. Ancient fortress, things like that. It is a Ancient Tevinter Fortress, occupied by the current king of this land, Ferelden.
Okay, going now. Down you go.
And we were holding off these creatures, Darkspawn. We were just sent up to retake this tower here, so that we can light a signal at the top at the appropriate time, so that our reinforcements, commanded by Loghain, the black-haired guy, the dastardly-looking fella, so his reinforcements can come in at the right time and smash the Darkspawn horde. Hopefully. So that's our goal. That's what we are in the middle of doing. Fireworks. Happy almost New Year once again. I'm going to be saying that so very many times. Alright, let's see. Alright. Okay, that's how I do it.
Going. If you insist.
Okay, making progress here. I've had huge problems with this segment before, which is why I went into a sort of tactical view. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Going. Let's do this quickly, shall we?
To mana drain this guy.
Going. Attack!
There we go. It was the mage that actually made that really difficult. Oh my god, the roaring is insanely loud. Another thing that maybe I should turn down dialogue. How bad is it? First of all, would have done injury, I'm sure. Let me make sure that's not. He does not need cunning, he's a warrior. Nah, we're fine. Turn down that, some more of that volume just a little bit. I hate that dialogue is mixed in with screams. Yeah. Let's do that. There, that's fine. We will see how it goes. Reason. This is, I think, I actually really like this introductory storytelling with the very, very sort of low-level protagonists. There's a problem you get in a lot of, I'm just gonna say like D&D style games, because I know this isn't D&D, but it's very similar. It's like a D&D game in a lot of ways.
And I'm off. And I'm off.
And one of the common problems with this sort of thing is that the protagonists, who are sort of supposed to be nobodies, very suddenly get saddled with tons of responsibility. To a point that would be not only unrealistic, but just unworkable. Right? We couldn't do it. The protagonists wouldn't be able to do it. There we go. That's all of them. Oh, more fireworks. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. Oh, I have a mage. Wait, do I have a rogue? Have a rogue, right? He's a rogue? He's a rogue. He's a rogue. I want to use a rogue. You're a soldier. Maybe a tower guard. Maybe you're a rogue. Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, never mind. Fine, Alistair, break it. Okay, we got a mushroom.
Where's the tavern?
That's weird. Anyway. But I think this this does a good job of introducing the player character and their very slowly growing adventuring party in a way that isn't overwhelming, but still manages to be significant. Right? You're also doing a huge battle without actually having to do the huge battle, which, as a DM,
We need to get to the... Yes.
I run
beacon.
D&D games.
The king needs
and
locating
write
to charge.
D&D games all the time, and a giant battle scene is not fun. It is a huge pain. Especially because it's very difficult to make the player characters actually feel significant. Actually have them do something worth doing in a giant battle where, they would be, just a handful of soldiers among countless others, which is what's going on, right outside there. Oh, crap. Is that an ogre? No, it's not. Okay, cool. So you don't want to do a huge battle, but you want your players to actually participate in a big battle. So how do you do it? Well, you...
Hi, Dada.
How are you in here? Saoirse.
Hi, Dada.
Hello, Saoirse. Go back home. Go back to your room, honey. It's past your bedtime.
Not bedtime.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if you heard that. Oh no. Okay, so if you couldn't hear that, she said, me to be sorry to Michael. What this means is, or what I take this to mean is, that she was just mean to her brother. Doing something bad. Of course, in eyesight of her, I can't laugh at this because she'll think it's
doing ahead
funny.
of the rest of the horde. There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Hold on a second. Let me move my camera back up here. Maybe down. No, because dialogue's along the bottom. I'll stick it in the top for now. Yeah, I know it's on my face, but it's okay. Anyway, she was being mean to Michael. I assume that's what that was about. And she's going to go say she's sorry. Anyway, she's up way past her bedtime, mostly, presumably, for the most part, because of the fireworks that are booming. It's okay. It's New Year's Eve. Not if she needs to. All right. You could try telling them they're in the wrong place.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Okay. This looks like a boss arena. Or just, something horrible that the Darkspawn did.
Ready.
Wait, am I doing it? Oh, okay, that was weird. I can't wait to get a rogue. Actual rogue. Okay, that one's a warrior. They're both warriors. Yes, they are. Of course, they're both warriors.
And I'm off. Yes. And I'm off.
Let's do the ballista again. That was helpful. Did I just kill one of my guys?
Yes.
Oops. Yep. I'm hitting the guard. It's not good.
I think we'll work well together.
You say that right after I shot you 3 times with the contraballista, I guess. It shoots rocks, so... Yeah.
Yes. Going.
I'm going to assume that Saoirse is waving to me on the TV, or the equivalent, and say, "Hi, Saoirse, how are you? You need to go to sleep, honey. You need to go to sleep." Oh. Lost a weapon. Darn. Broke it when smashing the chest. This is why I need a rogue.
And I'm off. Huh.
All right. Let's keep on going. Alright, level. Nice. Another locked chest. Fine.
All right.
Okay, so Eric is informing me she's up to watch fireworks. Okay, that's good. And sometimes she goes to the computer screen to scream at me what the situation outside is.
Yes.
Glad I'm being updated. That's certainly a good thing. I do need to know, after all. And Michael is crying that I'm eating instead of holding him. Oh no. How could we make soup specifically? We made soup with Christmas ham leftovers, which I assume is good. I only tried a small bite of it when I was doing a taste test thing, but I assume it's quite good. Magic. Potency of spells, willpower is mana. Let's do that. Herbalism's good. Definitely coercion. Stealing? Maybe. Let's go with herbalism. Maybe. Is my main character actually going to be the herbalist of the party, or is it going to be Wynn? You know, let's do thieving. Let's do thieving. Stealing, whatever. I'll make use of that. Alright. Can't do Cone of Cold yet. Oh, wait a minute. I could if I increased my my magic. Fireball would be soon. Oh, big fireworks. Alright. And let me think this through. No. Gain shield is nice, but actually, you know what? I think I can do that. Hold on. I can. Do I want Cone of Cold? Yeah, I should do that. That's probably the smart thing. Doesn't mean I'm gonna get Cone of Cold, it just means that I can. Chain Lightning is phenomenal. Cone of Cold, another area effect, which are rough because there's friendly fire, or lightning bolt. Or should I just go... You know what? I'm just going to go Rejuvenate, because that's going to be handy. I'm sure it is. I'm going to do Rejuvenate. I'm going for it. Okay. Okie doke.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal.
And I'm off.
The king is depending on us.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And I'm off.
Oops.
Okay, done with you now.
All right. And I'm off. Going. Now this should be fun.
Alright, Alistair leveled up. And my soldier down there is having a very, very bad day. Yeah, I do need to use that, don't I?
And I'm off. Huh.
Alright, what do we do for Alistair? Strength and Constitution. Oh, yeah, just Master Combat Training. Or... yeah, Master Combat Training. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, man. You know, I look forward to the Templar things, because these are really nice. Anti-mage stuff. Sword and shield. Shield defense. Nah. It's a mode. It's an attack mode. Ooh. It needs dexterity for these things, huh? I do need that. That's probably for the best. And yeah, that'll work. Okay.
I sense some dark spawn.
That lever over there! It will release the house!
Got it everywhere. That lever. Found it.
Alright, let's go! Just die already!
Watch it! Was there any doubt?
Here's some good doggos. Alright. Break it. Okay. How did that darkspawn getting Warden Recruit Shield? That's unsettling. That is unsettling. Alright. Hey, doggy. Good dog.
Huh.
Oops. Oh no. Serge is desperately wanting more boom booms. But you should know. Okay.
Going.
There's another boom. Whistly kind. Right.
Never any shortage of these. Take that! All right, I tell you.
As you wish.
Yeah, let's break it up. Oh. There goes another one. No.
Yes.
Take that! Not bad!
All right.
There we go.
The
Wait,
beacon
what'd
is
you do?
over here.
Oh,
We
okay.
surely missed
All right.
the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Okay. That's all that's up here, right? Just the giant. Okay. Did you guys hear that? Oh, let's see, Alistair. It's two-handed. He should really use one-handed weapons. Nah. No, that's way better. But around shields, no, that's good. But Avard's Aegis, oh, yeah, that is much better. Let's go with that. Templar shield. Alright, original shield, much better. All right. Okay. Oh, that's not how you do it. Who would have thought?
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
So that's what I meant about a nice, fitting end to a year like 2020.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Well, now dawn will come, so to speak. I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Wait, what happened to the army, to the king?
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend, you mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Maybe he is. I don't want to assume. I have some questions, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? We're the Darkspawn.
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Are there any other survivors?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Suit yourself.
Why did the Tern Loghain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Well, okay, why did she save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Thanks a lot.
I am only being practical.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
I think I've asked enough questions then.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Right. Guess I might need that. Let's go then. What does Saoirse not like this
Here
time?
is your fellow Grey
I
Warden.
hear her.
You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends?
Asha Valinar?
Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
That's an understatement. Oh man, that is an understanding that we will come to understand eventually. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful. Oh no, Saoirse doesn't like being turned into a big bird. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's not you, kiddo. It's her. Speaking of, hold on. Let me try this. Maybe that's better. Down there. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh no. It closed. What happened? Oh jeez. I'm really hoping it auto-saved at some point. I forgot how seldom this game autosaves. Okay. 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 At or after the boss fight. That's good. Okay. So it's not that bad. Okay, at the boss fight.
Yes.
Okay. This is fine. I can do this again.
All right.
Ooh. Actually, you know what? Oh, that's terrifying.
Time to play.
Crap. Okay. Oh, she says Ariel is closed. I'm not sure what that means, kiddo.
The beacon is over here.
Real quick, let's give Alistair that shield we were giving him. That. And that'll do.
Surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Let's light that signal. We can skip this because we know what happens. Terrible, terrible things.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Okay, back to Morrigan. Right. I remember you, girl from the
I
wilds.
am Morrigan, lest you are well. How does your memory fare? Do you remember?
Happened to the army, to the king.
Those he abandoned were massacred.
You mean Alistair?
He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you were...
Are my injuries severe?
But I
Yes.
expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
But Alistair,
He is, as you are. I suppose...
thank you for helping me.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I am. I do have some questions if
I
you
do
don't
not
mind.
mind. Take your time.
Safe.
Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what.
Why'd you save us?
I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher...
Thanks a
I am
lot.
only being practical.
How'd you rescue us, giant
If you
bird?
do not believe that tale, then I suggest
Are there any survivors?
only stragglers that are long gone.
Right, I wouldn't.
Suit yourself.
Why did Terran Loki
I
abandon
do
the
not know who
king?
this low...
I have
I
some
agree.
questions. Okay, there we go. Let's grab this dagger. And I should save. I'm gonna manual save here, just in case. Oh, she wants to go on the aerial ride. Disney. Okay, I see. Next time, honey. Next time.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we...
I've been through this.
And what does that mean? I know a bit of
You're
magic.
Flemeth, you must be old and
Must
powerful.
I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
No kidding.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
I'm wondering about that line. Something her mother said. Interesting. Oh, she might be coming in to say goodnight. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, she came in to say goodnight, that's all. That's an interesting line that has implications that are fairly far-reaching. I'll have to keep that in mind. I have to keep that in mind once we learn more about Flemeth. Land's hardly united thanks to Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
Will you help us fight this Blight, Flemeth?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wild. I know nothing of blights and dark spawns.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the dark spawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
You think the Earl would believe us over the Terran?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
And say he doesn't help us, what then?
You have more at your disposal than merely old friends.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Okay, so here's some broad thoughts about narrative structure, especially of this game. So this here just described the overarching plot of the game, of Dragon Age Origins. And it is a very, what I have described in the past as a very heroine or feminine heroine's journey type narrative, as opposed to a traditional hero's journey type narrative, where the hero's journey has a goal in mind, seeks that goal, picks up allies along the way, usually incidentally. The heroine's journey, as I've described it before, is the journey of to nurture and organize and bring together the people who will then together as a unit directed by the leader, the heroine, will then bring them together, and therefore through that sort of inspiration, guidance, and uniting force, if you will, will then accomplish the goal. Right? Notice the question of what to do here is not what can we do. Right? That goal is beyond consideration at this point. Right? There is no consideration of what can we do, what should we do. The simple answer is that they don't know what to do, and so the goal at this point is to gather an army, to gather the forces necessary to do something. And the idea is that the answer to what shall we do will come out of getting these people together for the right purpose. Right? So it's not a matter of there is an end goal in mind other than the broadest goal there can be, which is, save the world from save the world from the Darkspawn and the Archdemon and whoever else, and the Betrayer Logain, etc. The goal is so broad that we need something or someone to get everyone together so that we can come together to find a way of solving the problem. And it's the resources that we bring together that allow us to figure out what our options are. This is, like I said, like I've usually called it, the more feminine archetypal heroine's journey narrative, rather than the hero's journey, where it is we have this goal in mind and we trace it back to where we are. All right, to achieve this goal, we need this. We need this object. To get this object, we need these people. To get these people on our side, we need to go here. All right, so then let's go here, get these people to get this object to defeat the evil. Okay, hero's journey, simple, really straightforward. It's a D&D campaign. This is more like, what do? We have an insurmountable goal. How we go about accomplishing that goal is gather our resources. And then, once we have everyone together, our options will become clear. That's the idea here. Okay. So that the leader, the heroine, typically, in this case our hero, but regardless, what they do is put everyone together where they need to be so that they can together figure out a solution to the overarching problem. And this is the same type of narrative you see in the Mass Effect trilogy as well, where the goal is never, in Mass Effect 1, it's not, defeat Saren. Yeah, it is, but how? How do you do that? Well, I don't know. You got to find the right people to do it. In Dragon Age Inquisition as well, the goal is not going to be defeat the big bad evil guy. The goal is get everyone together into the titular Inquisition so that we can move forward as all of Thetis, more or less. The continent, the world. Same with all of... a lot of BioWare tends to do this, and I like this kind of story structure. Both for game design, because it gives you tons of options of what to do, and it allows for twists and turns along the way, and all that. But that it's an untapped method of storytelling that I think really fits the feminine heroine more so than the traditionally masculine hero, which is why I tend to play Femshep in Mass Effect, but then also I tend to play a female warden, female inquisitor. I do tend to play Hawk as male Hawk in Dragon Age 2 because that's a very different story structure. It works well enough for male Hawk, and I just kind of like his design, and I like his voice acting and him as a man in that situation. I like that better anyway as a story. But that's honestly, Dragon Age 2 is more of a side story than anything else. But I will I'll put some things in the description about this if I can find it. I know I've got some stuff on my channel. I can probably put some things from elsewhere as well. I might pull another clip and make an independent standalone video to link in there too. Anyway, that seems to be our plan moving forward, is to go out and figure out a plan moving forward, which I like that. That's really neat. So let's do it. Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as we'll ever be.
Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Is this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
This also makes more sense of the opening of Dragon Age 2, which we'll think back to. We'll think back to this when we get there. See if you remember and can remind me to think back to some of the stuff that Flemeth said here. She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Right.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I have no problems with your presence if Alistair doesn't.
From the way he glares, I imagine that answer is clear.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I don't want to be a dick to Alistair. These two do not tend to like each other. There's that, unfortunately. Actually, I have some questions. I think I do.
I
assume
may
do.
have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
I was wondering her age.
She would no more tell me than you, I assure you.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
That's funny. Dalen has an aunt there. A few cousins. Is there any reason to go to Lothering, then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travellers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
Or are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
That's not reassuring.
We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest.
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Oh, the contempt in that answer was incredible. Then you can substitute for Alistair.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh.
Oh my god.
Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
Oh, I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Ah. Nice. Okay. Alright. Cool. So, is there anything around here that we need at all? Can use of? No, I guess not. Alright, let's get going then. Oh, saving. Hey, saved. Nice. Alright, so we have our map. Lothering. We have our camp, which we don't need to go to yet. We do need to go to Lothering. We also have the various other locations that we're going to be going to eventually. So after we do Lothering, which we should be able to finish tonight, I think. We'll see. The question then becomes, do we go for the elves in Bracelian Forest? We won't be doing that first. The dwarves in the Frostback Mountains? We won't be doing that first. Not going to Denerim first. The question really is, do we go to the Circle Tower, so for the mages, or Redcliffe, the Arl? Some of you know the plot, some of you know the story, and while story-wise, going to Redcliffe seems like the appropriate next step, you know, that does not mean... well, it's the appropriate next step, but it becomes more complicated if you do that first, because there's some backtracking and back and forthing and moving around that you gotta do if you're gonna go first to Redcliffe. So, excuse me, that's something that we can think about in between now and when we get to that. Or, depending on how long it takes us in Lothering, because there's a lot to do there, we might not get there tonight. So let's go to Lothering. I think there's something on the way. There is. Look at that. Denerim, capital.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Ooh, that was nasty. So, funny side note. A good friend of mine from college just had a daughter named Tegan a couple weeks ago. She's adorable. One of my few friends who are around my age who are actually ahead of me in the number of children being had. This is her third. We're only on 2. She's a couple years younger than me, too. Hi, pup. Uh-oh. I've gotten fireball.
More Darkspawn.
Okay, what can she do? She has frost weapons. Are you kidding me? Okay. Let's move that. Go turn into a spider.
Hey.
Another point on me.
If you insist. Oh, look, what's the price?
Right there.
How about you then? Not bad at all.
Okay, unspider. He wags his tail happily and pants. Oh. The Darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Oh, yes, Eric, I think I am going to have to name him Duncan, because there's no one here to dispute that. Kevin is either not here or not talking, and Eddie is either not here or not talking. Also, I can't talk about the drink that apparently may or may not exist. To be fair, understandable. It is New Year's Eve, so. I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Oh, good pup. Duncan. After our honored fallen teacher. Hello, Duncan. Good dog. What's this? Oh, war cried. Let's get that.
And I'm off.
Okay, that's all. We've got Duncan. New Duncan. Canine Duncan. Hi, pup. I'll heal you. So you like me. Alright. Let's skedaddle. Yep. Let's head on through to Lothering with Duncan.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others. You know, maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense.
Sounds like a
Greetings,
good
travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Ooh. Fireworks. Do you really want to fight a mage?
A mage? Ah, I don't want to be a toad.
Nobody's turning you into a toad, you sniveling bastard. But we'll, let the toll go. Just this once.
You're too kind.
Yes, well, move along. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering.
I'd like to stop them, but... Crumpled note is written by Sir Henrik, Knight of Redcliffe. Interesting. Notes. Note from Sir Henrik. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Surely one of them must have found Brother Genetivi by now. Still, until I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genetivi holds the key to finding the urn of sacred ashes. I always knew this, but I believe I now know where Brother Genetivi lies. I've been to his home in Denerim, found the trail. Amazed that other knights have not done likewise, unless they have. No, it is best not to get caught up in thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donal awaits my report in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he complete what I cannot. A note from Sir Henrik of Redcliffe. That is something to do. I'll hear. Let's just steal all of your stuff, shall we?
Time for more practice.
Oh, you're not going to let us do that? Okay, fine. First. Second. And... mine last.
That won't stop me! Down, you bastard!
Hey. Spooter. Kill myself? Actually, wait, no. Let's not. Let's drain life.
All right,
That's a
we
lot
surrender.
of blood.
Okay.
We're just trying to get by. before the darkspawn get us all.
Goodbye, you're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
I love that delivery. I want some questions answered.
Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
What's going on in Lothering?
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Teyrn Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
I know. Have you heard of any other survivors from the battle?
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
Smart. What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Teyrn Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
Great. I'm done asking
Well,
questions.
then let me go!
You'll follow my lead. I could use some soldiers.
What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Or you can die. Your choice.
I'm not going down without a fight!
Really? Okay, fine.
Fight me! Look over there! Nothing more dying, please!
Is this? I do want that. Alright, yep, I'll go ahead and equip that ring really quick. Surveyor. Really? Do that. Okay. And let's give it to Morgan. She doesn't have a ring at all. There. Fence. Let's keep that. Up. Ooh, he has... I have a thing for him. War Paint of the Wolfhound. Damage versus beasts. Nice. Duncan's looking cool. Alright. Oh, let me see if Morgan... Actually, if I have equipment, like weapons and such for her. Better staff. Hers is better. Power and magic. Yeah, no, hers is actually just better. And those don't look. Oh, don't, no. Use. How do I hide her helmet? That looks awful. Oh, whoops. Don't want to show helmets on Morrigan. I want quite the opposite of that. There. Hold on. More thing. Okay. Don't need that yet.
And I'm off.
But I'm sure I will. Okay. Now, down to Lothering. Lothering.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
Yeah, She really has basically no one at this point, and she's the sort of thawing ice queen archetype, gradually coming to reach out just a little bit to her companions. You have been very quiet, Alistair.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
We need to hear some news before we can decide.
But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Right. Hadorley, that wouldn't go over well politically, but it's right across the mountains. What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
And we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where do we find Arleman?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Okay. Where would Loghain be, exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Fair enough. I don't need any more directions. I know. Oh, won't the Circle of Magi do what the Chantry says?
Technically, the Circle of Magi is independent. We don't know that the Chantry won't support us.
Hey, Kevin.
You truly believe that?
If we speak to the first enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even Loghain might have to say about it.
All right, that's all.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Welcome, Kevin. Good evening. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. All of that. Look, Elfred. Grab that.
The blight has truly come, and the king is dead. We're all going to die.
That is unfortunately a possibility.
I want to go home.
That is unfortunately not a
let's talk about
possibility.
your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates. Mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Where can we go? This is no better than what we left.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you
Dang.
see how scared everyone is?
Refugee camp.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
What makes you think that?
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
Kevin says, super late this evening. It's alright, no worries. You're still earlier than WizKid somehow, and I'm going to run out of horchata before he gets here. I don't know what to do about that. Happy New Year and a merry 7th day of Christmas to you all. Christ be praised. Amen. I think actually more appropriately I'll toast a whiskey to that. I have an array of drinks before me this evening. Alright. Yes, I was with the King's army.
I thought them that survived already marched north with the Tairn. You must be a survivor, or a deserter. Lucky you, I guess.
Kevin says, I'm currently playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is now my new favorite game. I really thought, and I'm still kind of thinking about picking it up. I know it is still on sale on Steam. I'm strongly considering it, I have to be honest. I have lately, off-stream, been playing The Witcher 3, which was also on a huge Steam sale. Like, the whole thing with all of the DLCs and stuff was like $11 or something. It's like 80% off. It's been actually really good. I am really enjoying it. Funny side quest there. I don't know if I may want to pick up Kingdom Come as well. I'm very tempted still. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still thinking about it. It's still on an extreme sale on Steam, like 70% off or something. Next few days. So I have some lollygagging time to decide. Yeah, there is a side quest or two from The Witcher that I'm probably going to wind up yammering about here, because there's a couple I found absolutely hilarious, and one that was just, actually it was a main quest that was really, really good. That was really good. One with the Bloody Baron, if you've played it.
Can't promise I'm going to answer them.
Alright, who's in charge of this village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
Oh, who are those bandits always outside the village?
Were? You mean they're gone?
I'll take that as a thank you.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Bryant will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
I wonder if I can collect. What else is going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
So, there was like I said, there was a great quest in The Witcher. So there's this is in the second place you go to, the second major place you go to, and you're going around, and there's been someone or something that has been defacing and destroying and such religious shrines to like local deities and things. And this being The Witcher, I'm thinking, okay, is it monsters or is it Nilfgaard?
If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
So, you know, monsters destroy stuff, especially holy stuff, and Nilfgaard, they're religious extremists and want to destroy local customs and all that kind of things. So, you know, it makes sense. It's one of the two. So you go and you help fix the defaced structure as you wander around trying to stop whatever's doing it. You even encounter some monsters on a couple of them. So I'm thinking, all right, it's probably a monster problem. We're gonna have to fight like a boss monster or whatever, some kind of evil creature, whatever on the last one. And then I get to the last one, and funny enough, I find a bunch of dudes just kind of hanging around one, like messing with it. And I'm just like, what's going on here? They aren't Nilfgaardians. They're not wearing the Nilfgaardian armor. They just got like clubs and things. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Apparently, this is a group of how do I describe this? Edgy atheists is probably the best way of describing it. It's a bunch of kids from like young adult kids, I guess, from the local college, who are students of a professor Friedrich, last name apparently omitted, but is very, very obviously a Nietzsche reference. And they're all talking about the terrible woes of religion, and that it's meant to control people, and it's nothing but fear and superstitious nonsense, and yada yada yada. You know, the shtick. So Geralt, the Witcher, your main character, you can tell them, okay. You can basically just call them all nerds and say, okay, you need to stop it. Stop and all go away. And they say, no, we're not going away. Or what? Okay, so you can either threaten to kill them or threaten to tell on them. And of course, thinking it would be the hilarious option, and it was, I chose threaten to tell on them, and you threaten to go report them to the headmaster of the college. And they accuse you of something like being an enforcer for the status quo or something like that, and they attack you, and they're just like 4 or 5 like level 0 peasants with sticks. And so basically, this is where it gets a little bit dark. This is where I get to fulfill that occasional intrusive thought of cutting a bunch of undergraduates in half. Not saying that I actually have undergraduates, which I would in particular like to cut in half. I certainly do not. I do not have students that bad. But if they're bad enough to not only be wandering around defacing things like this, but then also to attack a very well-armed Witcher. Yeah, the gods are dead, Professor Friedrich. Exactly. Yes, Kevin. That. It's one of those where it's delightfully funny. Where, undergraduates who are just so bad that they just need to be cut down. It's terrible, but very funny. Anyway, so a couple of other... Okay, I missed a couple of comments while I was telling the story. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a must-play, Kevin says, for history lovers and Catholics. Well, I'm both of those, so I'm very more tempted. It's so good, immersive, and challenging. Best gameplay since Morrowind. Yeah, man. Really thinking about it. Kylie is doing New Year's Eve stuff. I believe with family, if I remember correctly. Could make it tonight. Maybe watching back through later. If so, hi Kylie. I'll raise my horchata. Say Happy New Year to you in retrospect. Retrospect for you, at least. Hello from the past, from 2020. How are things in the future? I hope they're better.
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
Looking for some news, actually.
You might find that, though it's probably just frightened gossip. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Can I ask a few questions?
I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense.
Is anyone in charge here?
The band has marched north with Tairn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Hey. Alright, well, that's the exact same advice we already got, so let's do one of those.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
They're about to be more scared.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Yeah, it sounds like a fair guess.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
Oh, poor kid.
Have you seen my mother?
That depends. Who is your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Come with me, I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Go to the chantry, child. Someone will look after you.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice man, kind of like Father. I should go look for Mother now.
Kevin says my pyrophilia is showing again. Is that the term for that? Probably, I guess. But yes. Yes, it really is. It's like Red Dead all over again. It is Thursday. Ooh. So I forget who that's for. Bunch of flasks in there. That's helpful. How about these two?
Greetings to you, good sir.
Oh,
If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
I met those bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Good. Glad to help.
Huh.
Don't need it, but I can sell it.
As if we needed more fighting here.
Don't you see how
Everyone's
scared
been
everyone
saying.
is? Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune.
Oh boy,
I
here we
should
go.
have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Okay, so I assume he's price gouging, and I'm just going to assume that at some point in the tower, Dalen's old enough, he's probably studied some economics, old enough to realize that this is not necessarily a bad thing, that this can be actually quite useful in preventing things like shortages and drawing supply to where it is needed most, and coordinating supply and demand, market clearing prices, all that stuff. Why would I want to help you? Maybe you can explain the situation.
Profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Alright, well, I'm not going to, help him drive off a priest. But at the same time, I'm not getting involved either way.
Well, I won't stand for thievery, especially not at the demand of some shrewish priest.
Then go, and may you get all you deserve.
I hope the Darkspawn choke on your cheap hides. Ah!
I suppose it couldn't be helped. Maker, help us all.
Okay, so, that was foolish of her, because now there is no one selling anything to anyone. We see the result here, right? Like, before, people were able to get things at a heightened price because there's an increased demand and there's a very limited supply, even if that was, arbitraged from previous times, that kind of thing. But, they, what's in here?
Going.
Nothing's...
And I'm off.
Nope, don't want to do that. I'll wait. Maybe I'll get that open eventually. But anyway, no, it's very much that it was very clearly better off for everyone that he be there selling, rather than running away and leaving.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Greetings. Smile back.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons.
What's a chanter?
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
I'll put some stuff in the description about price gouging as well if you guys are more interested in that. Again, after the stream, look down there. You'll find it. Anything interesting on that board of yours?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Cool. Let's look. Bandits. Bandits everywhere. I think we just did this. Yeah. We just did, right?
Let each look after...
Change the board. Oh, there's more. Okay, and they're the north of one.
his neighbor, and he will be looked after in return.
Okay, fair enough.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep.
Okay.
They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
You poor man, what happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
It must have been horrible. How did you escape?
No, I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn.
I'm not evil. Please, won't you talk to me?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off.
You are not honoring her death by acting like this.
Are you calling me a coward?
I'm calling you an idiot. Listen to yourself for a moment.
I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
Goodbye.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Okay, everyone leave, I guess. Have to work. Okay. Alright. The Chantry. Let's save again. Just in case.
And I'm off.
Okay.
Please, we came here to get
There's
away
word
from
of
the
Darkspawn
fighting.
stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us. Yes? Who might you be?
Pardon me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It is no trouble. Maker watch over you.
Oh, that was... Okay.
Yes? Who might you be?
Okay. You may call me Dalen.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
I don't exactly look like a knight. Do many of his knights come here?
Some have in recent days. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donal, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
His accent reminds me of the priest at my childhood church I grew up with, Father Gary. That I don't exactly know how to describe it. The kind of the high class rural English, I suppose. Certainly, thank you.
If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing.
Mm-hmm.
The Chanters even offer pay for some of them.
Not full, there was one.
Unless there's something else you need.
I need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Teon Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
What do you mean?
Teon Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
How do Templars fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
Are you the only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Teon Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Where would I find the revered mother?
In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
Got a woman right there who's stuck in a walk cycle. Okay. I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
Who?
Sir.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donal? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Very nearly, Sir Donal. May I introduce my fellow Grey Warden? We are the last two in Ferelden, as far as I know.
Terrible news indeed. But I'm glad to meet you, good sir.
Maybe you shouldn't be so public about that, Alistair. I'm Dalen. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I trust you are staying discreet, with the bounty placed on your heads.
We've heard Loghain's accusations, but he's the one who betrayed the king.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Relics. Very cool. Saintly relics. I I keep saying that I cannot praise this game and this series highly enough for their depiction of religion. And the even like in a case like this, the saintly relics having a kind of magical power to them that is not just magic, right? Magic by the rules of this world. This is magic. This is something supernatural in the terms of this world. This is not something that is, the ordinary kind of predictable hard magic system kind of thing. This is how you can have a nice, decently hard magic system where the capabilities of magic and the restrictions and the requirements and things are well known. You need lyrium to perform magic. Only mages can do it. All of this whole system is set up. But then you also have something supernatural beyond that, which is the power of the Maker and Andraste and Andraste's ashes and all of that, which go beyond magic per se, which is really cool. I like the sort of, I guess, juxtaposition there that they do. It's nice. Tell me more about this urn of sacred ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'd like to hear what you've learned.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits who killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Need his help against Terran Logi. Well, I would prefer not to say.
Whatever the reason, the Arl won't be seeing anyone until he's recovered.
I don't like the sound of that. We should see Arl Eamon for ourselves and find out what's happening.
You can travel to Redcliffe if you like. Perhaps he has recovered. Or perhaps his son might assist you. If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Okay. So your quest for the Sacred Ashes brought you here.
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
All right. Well, that's going to be a
the
fun
Maker
week.
spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness.
You ever wonder if that's an
Word
accurate
dispelled
likeness of
fear and
Andraste?
ignorance.
Maybe
Let
she
those
was
who
ugly.
cry out from the
Maybe
shadows
she had
be
buck
comforted.
teeth.
Let those
How
who
will we
seek
know?
redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned.
Are you supposed to ask those questions as a Templar? Mister?
I'm sorry, but I must prepare the Chantry's vestments before we flee.
Enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the...
Revered Mother.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Very well. I think I have that.
Thank you, my son. What can I do for you, then?
I'm a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Logain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
So I've heard, but it's Logain who betrayed the king.
Tairn Logain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village in Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else?
I was hoping to receive your blessing, at least.
For a Grey Warden? Yes. You have a difficult road to walk, don't you? In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over his path, O Maker. Give him light in darkness. So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else?
That's all I should go.
May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Let all mankind be humble.
Please don't say that out loud.
Repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
All right. Let's go. Oh, while we're waiting and such, I have, you may have seen this on the Facebook post, but I added a little something into this game in addition to... So I've got a Mass Effect one, but I also have a...
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that
She
curious,
is sowing
do you?
deception.
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. But I have a couple of things. First of all, more appropriately for this game, I have this. Oh, I didn't set it right. Oh, okay, hold on. I need to fix this. Here, hold on a second. Here. Oh, really? Oh, well, it has edges. That should be fine. Either way. Back. Okay, I hope we're back. Okay, we're back. So I have this for, you know, YouTube inappropriate scenes, things that might happen. And I have this one for Mass Effect, so that's for Mondays. So there's those. That's good. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? Also, you know, if WizKid decides to show up, then I can just, you know, bonk. Kevin says, as a Catholic, I'm inclined to assert that the Blessed Virgin is the most beautiful woman, and other saintly ladies reflect that to a lesser degree. I tend to agree, especially if, you know, so the Chant of Light in this game tends to take that view that Andraste is the bride of the Maker, and so was incredibly, well, supernaturally beautiful and all that.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Tell me about these soldiers.
They're not here to defend us. They were looking for someone before they started drinking. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the King's army.
You seem unhappy.
Is there any reason to be happy? With the King dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organise. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it?
Yes, it was me.
It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern.
Don't
how
need
are we
it, but
supposed
okay.
to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
Which one? Thetis has 2 moons. That's a thing. Oh. barely. Oh,
Look
wait.
what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
I don't need your help, miss. Please stand back.
You don't need my protection, but these men will blindly follow their master's command even unto death.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Tern saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk. Take the Warden into custody. Kill the
here we
sister
go.
and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Lap. Lap.
I never like.
Yeah, let's go be a spider.
Hurry! Make a preserve us!
All right, you've won. We surrender.
That was quick.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I don't want them reporting to Loghain.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
Start running right now.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm Dalen. Pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
I will need help, that's true.
That, and the Maker wants me to go with you.
The Maker's on my side. Welcome aboard, then.
Then, you believe me? I knew the Maker had sent a true dream. A vision that by serving you, I serve his holy plan.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
All right, let's switch her out for
Indeed.
for Duncan. For now. Let's see if we're not in combat. Combat's over. Okay, good. Let's see if this works.
And I'm off.
Ah, hello, doggo. There he is. There he is. All right, good.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
Sorry about the mess.
They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
You heard any rumors?
I hear the Dwarven King is passed on. Old as he was probably poisoned or assassinated. That's how the dwarves normally go out, isn't it? Anything else I can get you?
Who were those men I fought exactly?
When Tien Loghain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens.
Dog ears.
I suppose that's you.
You'll keep that to yourself.
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tien says. My grandfather served.
Your secret's safe with me.
What can I get you then?
I'll be going.
Luck speed your way.
Excuse me. Okay. Let's quickly see if we can equip Liliana with a... wait. Enchanted dagger. Switch. Ash. You longbow. And fire arrows. Studded leather boots. Studded leather armor. Chastened robes? Oh my gosh. Wow, that's absurd. That's very absurd. Wow. Studded leather. I don't want to give her medium armor. I have to keep an eye out for light. Oh wait. No, let's keep that. And that. No rings. Alright, that'll have to do. Alright, let's talk to Barlin here.
I heard what you did with the other merchant. Got what he deserved. Because I still don't have food to sell.
Okay. Know of any well-paying work here at Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison?
I've dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
See what I can do.
Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock. Don't really know what you need.
What you got? Alright. Things I don't need. An axe. Daggers. Which one does he have? More daggers. Mace. Mace. Right. Okay. Jason Crusher. Keep it for now. Oh wait, shouldn't have sold those. Those I can sell. Sell the splint mail. Okay. Uses has to. Ooh, I could use that. Dalen could definitely use that. Lightning. Electricity, damage, and resistance. I don't have any electricity, anything, so let's not. Let's buy all the gifts we can find. Always good. Kit. Bunch. Okay. Expensive, but I could use it. What's that? Alright. Those are expensive, but I could also use them. Maybe I'll come back. Alright, that will have to do. I need to keep some of this stuff. Alright.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Still looking for ingredients, I
Say,
guess.
I hear it. There should be enough around to make some.
Okay. I'll, see if I can do. Moving on.
So, Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king.
Alright, what do we have here?
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Wish I could.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Actually, I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I know a bit about herbalism.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Let's see. Elfroot. Lesser health poultices. I have a ton of lesser health poultices.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people.
I can make more.
You're a good sort, you know.
Good. Received money in exchange.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Okay, that's fine.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough!
The carnage
People
we
here
left
are
in the
already
wilds was
desperate and frightened.
horrifying.
They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
That marshman stole from me, I know it.
Shokke adestarit, vera de twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, ananne sam kyun.
Okay.
You aren't one of my captors.
I remember the revered mother mentioning this man.
She called him a savage from the far north.
I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now, then.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Let's see if we can talk about what he did.
You wish something more of me?
What did you do to end up in there?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Are you guilty? Or who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
That's... okay, that is horrible.
I agree.
Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
If you feel guilty about the murder, why did you do it?
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
How long have you been here?
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
That's a long time to live without food or water.
Compared to your kind, maybe.
Capturing you alive must have been difficult.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
You didn't resist capture?
I waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Why?
Because I wished to.
An odd thing to do.
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Leave you alone, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken...
Well, let's see about that. Let's talk to the revered mother, then.
I've got a cousin.
This is, Sten is a Kunari. I like the Kun, his culture and people, from a world-building standpoint. But in world, like who they are, what they represent, I absolutely despise them. They're awful in basically every way imaginable. They are. It's actually honestly surprising to me that BioWare would put something like the Kunari in. Especially that they are. It looks like they're going to be some of the main antagonists of Dragon Age 4, whatever it winds up being called, the next one.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Funny. But no, the Qun is... The best way I can describe it is that it is halfway in between maybe a caricatured version of somewhere in between Islam and communism. It's very much a stand-in for Islam, but also has a lot of atheistic elements, very communistic elements. It's very communitarian, very egalitarian. It's very rigid as well, and it's an alternative atheistic religious system that competes with the Chantry, and it's very nasty. Sten, as it so happens as well, is not a name; it is a rank and title. Something we'll wind up finding out about if we recruit him, and as we wind up talking to him more and more, we'll gain some more insights about the Qun, why I don't like them so much.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then?
I want to talk about Sten, the Qunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Qunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsmen found the Qunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
What would make him do such a thing?
He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Qunari is a danger.
I want him freed. I might have use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Qunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Okay. Oh, speaking of Liliana, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for, or try and find someone who can either make or do, or well, I might even get into making myself. I'm looking for a mod once we get to Inquisition that will have the Orlesian characters, so Orlais, country next door, have the Orlesian characters, especially in Orlais, speaking French, because there are already recorded French lines of dialogue for Inquisition. There is a full French translation of the game as well as German. Maybe even have one where the Grey Wardens speak German, because the Weishaupt, where the fortress is in the Anderfels, which is basically fantasy Germany.
Linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
What?
Never mind.
Anyway. Jesus. So yeah, that is the thing. That is the thing I'd like to find, a mod that basically replaces the English dialogue for the Elysian characters with French dialogue. Be kind of cool. We need, subtitles and such to be pretty consistent, but it would be neat.
Yes.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
I guess that will do.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Yes, though I'm not going to bring you in the party just yet. I'm going to keep what we got.
Blood and damnation.
Okay. Alright, stick with what we have. Let's search these upper fields here for bandits and things. Okay. Okay, I need to do that. You to do this.
Let's grab some glory!
Can you stealth? No. Okay, guess not.
Point me!
Oh. I'll try to be merciful. Brilliant!
Okay. That's a lot of fireworks.
All right.
Okay, there's another group. Spooter time.
All right.
Take that! Okay, done with you now. Maker!
Okay.
All right. All right. Huh. And I'm off.
Is that all you got?
Was there any doubt? I think we work well together.
Okay, there we go.
Adventure's not over yet.
Alright, I can level. Let's do it. Magic. Ooh. I can choose a specialization, and it's going to be Spirit Healer, because I need Spirit Healer. Oh man, Shapeshifter is good. Don't need more Arcane Warrior. Definitely not doing Blood Mage. Yeah, let's do Spirit Healer. Group heal. Need it. Oh man, I can get Fireball. I need to get to Fireball. Group heal's better though. I need it. Alright. Group heal's amazing. Okay. Alright. Let's finish exploring this way first.
You know this place will be overrun by the Darkspawn soon. If we go, we won't be able to come back.
We done heard what was said. you're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Now,
why must you do this?
let's see. Which one first?
I never liked this part. Fear me. You should run when you can.
Down you go!
An order. Run where you can.
Yes!
Okay, let's do a tactics thing for Oregon. Not that. Oh, no, actually, that's good tactics. That's fine. Alright, no, that's fine. Okay, cool. Great. Well, that's quite a shame to do that.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Oh, she got it. Perfect. That's got to be the result of a mod. That's cool. Basically, if you have a rogue in the party, they will unlock it for you. You don't have to change to control them for it. That's awesome. That is so much more convenient. Right, let's see about Alistair. He needs strength. He needs dex. He needs it for... I need more strength. Overpower. Yep. Good. Okay.
Away with you, foul creatures! Leave us alone!
I tried to be merciful.
On the Grey Waters!
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Defend yourself. Begin the onslaught.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days.
Hello,
Mind
Sandal.
if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Everybody loves Sandal. It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to tag along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the
If
offer.
even.
There may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Okay then. Well, guess we don't... I mean, realistically, we're gonna see them again, but... let's see, can we get to that? Yeah, we can. Okay. Okay. We're definitely going to see them again. Everybody loves Sandal. The, I think, just generally, autistic savant, I guess you could say. Dwarven kid.
Go down!
Alright, back on it is then.
A bit more dying, please.
Begin the onslaught. I am your death.
All right.
And I'm off.
Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna be for that's gonna be for Sten. All of that is very specifically gonna be for Sten. Convenient.
Going.
Monies.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Actually, let's give that to Liliana, shall we? Other helm. We have gauntlets yet? No, I don't have. So whatever. Yeah, I don't want that. Good. Nah. Okay. Oops. Actually, while I'm doing that, let's save really quick. Gotten a lot done, and I don't want anything terrible to happen. You know. Alright, let's see. What else do we have to do up here? We actually might finish... We might just barely finish Lothering tonight, and then move on to probably Redcliffe next time. It'll either be Redcliffe... Like I said, it'll be either Redcliffe or the Circle Tower. Back to the Circle Tower, I should say. What's this? Landmark tree, huh? You're a hound seems interested, huh? Aw, he peed. That's nice. Alright, what else we got? Spiders.
All right.
I suppose violence.
Yes.
Sometimes. I try to be merciful. Let's end this.
Another point.
You will fear me.
Oops.
All right.
Begin the onslaught.
On the Grey Waters! Going. Oh, this should be fun. Yes! Going.
Gonna be any more, or was that all? I think that was it. Now, can I or anyone make... Nope. 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 Yep. Right, made some venom for what's his name? The guy in the place. Let's go back to him. Poison his traps, I suppose. What's up here? Interesting. Don't know if I've ever wandered up here before. Oh, I can't, apparently. Ends invisible wall there. Okay, cool. This game is very, very 2010-y. It's invisible walls and such. Alright, so Chantry board. Let's go give the guy his poison. Chantry board because we took care of the bandits. That's all. Should be all. I think it's a hit.
In the wilds we're eaten, here we starve. Is there no end to our fortune?
That's fair. Can't go finishing that before midnight. Be appropriate.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Oh, sad to hear it. There should be enough around to make some.
Okay, what do I need to do? Quests. Poison. You need 3 flasks of venom. Okay, fine. Alright. Oh, wait.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I've got it.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, there's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, eh?
I hope so. Alright. 75 silver is not actually that bad. Alright. Some more of my horchata then instead. See what's good? It's real. It's delicious too. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll put the horchata recipe in the description afterwards. The one I've been using.
So how is it that Terran Logain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
I wonder.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Going.
Mother
Allow
occasionally
me.
had
I could do that for you.
company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
I'm sure. Okay. Richard Evans.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Alright. Ooh, 3 gold. Wow, that's a big reward. Alright, bears. Oh, there's bears. Alright, let's go take care of that. Lost keepsake. Doodly-doodly-doo. There's a lone boy in the village whose mother, good wife Sarah, is missing. Comes across her in the wilds. Please return her body or the effects on her remains. Ooh, okay. Let's do those two. Alright, let's go out and do those. Yeah, we got 15 minutes. We should have time for all of these. Those aren't in the wilds. More fireworks going. I mean, 15 minutes until 2021, so until the new decade, not just the new year, the new decade is in 14 minutes. So that's pretty good. That's a lot of wolves. That is a lot of wolves. Okay. How do I stun all of them? What about Morrigan? You... frost weapons. How about I light a bunch on fire? Okay, that's it, right? Got him? Got him. Alright, we got him. There's a lot of wolves. There's a lot of wolves. Oh, yes. I see. This is why. At least recovered her belongings for the kid. I'm going to assume that the bears are over here where there was a den, maybe full of spider. Oh, there's the bears.
Going.
Let's make this quick. Defend yourself.
Okay. Done. Done? Done. Is that, I think? Okay. Back to the Chantry board. Chanter's board? The board. Quest board. Okay. It didn't take nearly 15 minutes. That took 3. Alright.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
I actually really dig the concept of the chanters. Only speaking in holy words in very, very limited, specific way. It's like a vow of silence, but more precise and more... You can speak, but only holy words pass your lips kind of thing. I like that. I really do. Cool. Alright, was there anything else in the chantry we needed to do? I don't think so, but let's make sure. So talk to the revered mother. There we go. Is there anything we can learn still from Sir Bryant?
I see you have returned, sister. I thought you had left the Chantry for good.
I have, Sir Bryant.
I see. Is there something more I can do for you?
Things seem very dire in this village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Hoping you can help me. I'm a Grey Warden. This is probably a bad idea.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key.
Oh.
It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Thank you. I didn't expect that. Elven boots. Wow. Alright. I'm carrying a lot of stuff. I need to sell a bunch of it. Alistair can wear those. Should he? They are better than what he's got. They're medium armor, though. Good word. Massive. The massive armor he can wear. Oh, no, I can't. They are better. He's got, so that's fine. Chainmail. What he still has better than this. It's fine, I guess. Alright. Gentry Mother.
Yes? What can I do for you now?
Oh, nothing.
May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Okay. Or if Liliana should go and steal things from the Chantry. That seems inappropriate. But, you know.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
She did it, not me. Symbol of Andraste. I wonder if I can give that to her as a gift, which would be very silly, but... Alright,
You let out that creature they locked up for murdering those families?
Oh.
Why would you do
All
such
right.
a thing?
I have my reasons. They're not good reasons. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oops. Right. We're almost at midnight. I think we've done everything there is to do in Lothering. We can't make the lady her traps, unfortunately. No one has trap making. Nobody has trap making. So we can't really do that.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am? I'm not stupid, am I?
If you need to ask the question...
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
Then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than you look after all. Your Chantry must have been very proud.
Oh my god, these two. I need to keep the two of them in the party now most of the time, at least till we get Shale. Because just they're arguing. Their non-stop bickering banter is
Few
just
knights
hilarious.
have come through here searching for
Love it.
some holy artifact.
Okay.
Not one of them stopped to help.
Yeah, I know.
As if we needed more fighting
Yeah,
here.
that too. Yeah, Erica says, very truly, you only freed him to talk about the Qun. You care more about talking about philosophy than justice. Can't really deny that exactly. We must learn from our enemies, even if they slaughtered him. And look, I guess he regrets what he did. Yes. Seems like... I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but he says he does. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've actually never... I've never gone into enough depth talking to him, like back at camp and stuff like that. Oh, we need to go the other way. Yeah, well, okay, let's go through the town and going along the road. That's a river. It is... if they had planned it out just slightly better, it would have been neat to run into Dalen's family here. Because he has, like I said, he has an aunt and a few cousins in Lothering at this point in time. An aunt and cousins who I have mentioned before. Like this one. Yeah, apparently the Hawk family live in Lothering right now, right at this point, and flee before the Darkspawn. We'll get to that in the second game, obviously, but not right now. But that is an interesting little note that it's cool how they tie things in throughout the series. I just kind of wish they had actually tied it into this in this game, rather than just kind of retroactively saying, "Hey, this is a thing." Sure. Oh, before we go, that's what we should do. We should sell stuff. Hey, we can do it at camp, presumably. Because we have 3 minutes until midnight. Oh my gosh, I'm like sad. saving. Oh, I should have done that already, but autosave did it.
Huh.
Let's go! Unari landed on the northern island of Parvon 3 centuries ago. From an unknown land far off to the east across the Amaranthian Ocean, they began a war with Thetis almost immediately, one that ended in a truce after more than 150 years of fighting. Ah, yes. That's who we rescued. Oh, Kevin, you're still an hour away, aren't you? Well, I'll have to let you know what 2021 is like. It'll probably be very similar. Oh my gosh. Well, there's 2020 for you. Appropriate, I would say. Oh, gosh.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real.
Seems
sort
so
of.
real.
You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon? Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Happy New Year, everybody. That means 12 o'clock midnight, 2021. For me, not for you, Kevin. Looking outside, I hear some explosions. It's not really abnormal, so yeah, nothing's changed really. Just some explosions, but you know how it goes. Anyway, Happy New Year, regardless. Let's finish our conversation. I might end it off with a nice tribute to the year, and also to sort of looking forward, which is and also in a very Dragon Age sort of way. So let's finish this up. We can stick around for a few minutes at least. Cheers. Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Oh my gosh, the Happy New Year's texts are coming. Oh, that one's from Kylie. So she says Happy New Year to everybody. Okay, so that's all that was. So let's let me take one moment and this should not get copyright struck, because it's official soundtrack for the third game. But I'm gonna just let this play as I talk, because it's oh my gosh, there was a firework right outside my window. Fantastic. Anyway, I'll let this play in the background. This is more or less the main title theme of the third game of Dragon Age Inquisition, and I just it fits this year. And it also fits looking forward. So I think something we ought to do on New Year's. The night is long, the dawn will come. But in any case... Happy New Year, Kevin. And to everybody else watching now or in the new year. Oh, there's more. Right. So, that's it from me. That's it for me for 2020. Hoping to continue doing this sort of thing and keep talking to you guys throughout 2021. So Happy New Year and a continuing Merry Christmas from me and mine to you and yours. Hopefully no one will come. Hopefully things start looking further and further upwards. Keep getting better and better as they go. We'll have to see. All right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. So thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me on this New Year's Eve. I know it's kind of a weird night to be streaming, but it's a weird year, so why the hell not? Anyway, like I said, that is all I have for tonight. So thank you again. Hopefully we'll see you again on Monday. We're going to continue with Mass Effect 3, and then again next Thursday for more Dragon Age Origins. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you again. Bye-bye.